Berea's Mayor Bruce Fraley made some changes to the council meeting agendas. He moved the public comment section to the beginning of the meetings and changed the name to Recognition of Visitors. We went down to City Hall to let him clarify the changes and explain why they were made.
Visit the walk-in clinic at Irvin Primary Care on Friday evenings and weekends with no appointment necessary. A service of Mercy Health, Markham and Wallace Hospital. For those times when it's not serious enough to go to the ER, but you feel too sick to wait until Monday, visit Irvin Primary Care.
One of the reasons that we did that is to make sure that citizens had the opportunity to provide input, whether it's in support or whether people have concerns about resolutions, ordinances, municipal orders, and that kind of thing before the votes are taken by the council. I think it's important for the citizens to have pre-decisional input anytime we have a meeting. I think that could influence a council member's vote for that matter. The other reason that we did that is quite often we have people who come to make an announcement about a community event, and by putting them on up front, people are welcome to stay always, but that way they can make the announcement and they're free to go where they don't have to sit through a whole hour or hour and a half meeting. We reverted back to language that was used prior, I think as late as 2016, rather than being public comment on the agenda. That specific agenda item was listed as recognition of visitors. We still use the same terminology with our Planning Commission meetings, for instance, and I know the Parks Committee would use that as well. We reverted back to that because when we had it on early, that was the language that was used. Some really good ideas came out of the most recent council meeting, and the most common sense approach that I can see to it is to add public comment. So you'd have recognition of visitors dash public comment. So some good came from that, but the bottom line is we want to make sure that citizens have the opportunity to address the council. That has never changed, that's remained constant, and as far as I'm concerned, it will always provide the public that opportunity. I'm glad that this did come up. I think it's good that WBON, I appreciate you asking me if we'd like to maybe do an interview where we can get the word out on that particular change. And in Berea, we do have a lot of citizen input and citizen engagement. I would encourage people to come to council meetings, to be involved in the workings of local municipal government. I think it's important for citizens to be informed, engaged, and involved along the way.
With WBON TV, I'm Lance Gaither.